Peace, think fast. I am God. I am everything. The feminine aspect, that came into that other aspect, into the masculine aspect, and growing in the golden mean ratio sequence into fractals forever and ever. But, as God, being a non-physical, there was never any mirror, you know, to look at myself as God. So I created this physical aspect, a physical extension of myself to almost grade myself. So as the aspect of myself as a little kid, when I fall down and, bump my head, it's like, oh, all right, damn. The concrete part of me is very hard, on the human aspect of me. Let me create a helmet, you know what I'm saying? Which I would create that helmet through somebody, through one of my other forms, or, somebody else. Or, even with experience. No reason why, as a human, we tried everything perfect. We learned from experience that everything wasn't, we only reached a certain part of evolution that way. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna try to be, quote unquote, evil or on the other side of the polarity. And I realized that, that got a little bit too harmful. But basically, going through trial and error, going through experiences, learning about myself constantly. So once I learned that I'm doing things too over masculine, I can learn to, add some more feminine energy in there. If that's overpowering, to vice versa, balance things out. But I am everything experiencing itself. Again, we are figments of each other's imagination. When we go to thinking about something, some energies that's dealing with one another, or we start to think about each other if we know each other beforehand. We end up popping up. We call it a coincidence. It's no coincidence. We are all different archetypes of each other's. Like, you got the comedic you got the part of you that's real serious, the part of you that's real nice, the part of you that don't trust nobody, the part of you that do trust everybody. Those different aspects. But again, just God experiencing itself. And sometimes, when we think about these higher concepts, sometimes we think because some of these high concepts does take a little bit of intelligence, in essence, to dive deep into. But for the most part, it's very simple. It's just God experiencing itself. And you got to go through trial and error. So, those vehicles, that you call babies, they go through transitions, but it's not no being actually getting harmed. And it's all one being again. And I know I probably mix y'all up. We're talking in and out of, how can I say, not first person, but from the God perspective. But God moving from the non-physical feminine energy into, the physical and being able to put forth action, you know, matter of fact, controlled action, you know, or again, masculine energy, controlled action, you know, out of the chaos, you know, that watery chaos, like the ocean, that feminine energy. But it's just a gradual steps, gradual growth, again, through the Fibonacci or the golden mean ratio, you know, from that one, you know, plus another one, you get the two. 2 plus 1, you get the 3. 3 plus 2, you get the 5. So on. You know, constant extension of self. And as above, so below. The whole exists in all the parts. So just like there's the wholeness of all that is exists in every fractal and every small part. So all that is exists in the planets. All that is exists in the beings on planets. All that is exists in the cells within the beings on the planet. All that is exists, you know, just like the zodiac signs are in the body, they're also outside the body in the macrocosm. But I just wanted to just how, you know, God is everything. You know, here it is. All right, speaking from the God perspective, me as a bum on the street, for lack of a better word, you know, I'm looking at the world from this vantage point, you know, and I get to see how cold I am, like how harsh I am in certain areas. Like here it is where I don't make sure people got homes and stuff like that, you know. I get to, you know, experience that and view and get that perspective of myself. You know. And every now and then I come and give myself $1 or two, you know, to get a sandwich or something to eat. But you know, because from the perspective of, you know, giving the dollar out, you know, I see my reflection in that person that's sitting in front of the store. You know, and everything from every different perspective, experiencing itself. Peace. My monologue is done.